Hello to everyone, Vladimir the Bulgarian Cowboy Vlad is speaking again, and we are going to talk about the upcoming. Well, I hope this match comes to fruition. It's Makwan Amirkhani versus Danny Henry, and I'd like to say that this is a very intriguing matchup for me as I'm a huge fan of Makwan Amirkhani, but he's having a difficult opponent. Makwan Amirkhani, Finnish mixed martial artist, fighting out Turku Maltai SBG Island, fighting out of Turku, Finland, riding a score of 15 wins and 4 losses. Only 1 win via knockout, 10 wins by submission. Makwan is a real submission star, submission expert, and really good cardio machine who likes to fight on the ground and dominate his opponents via amazing performance, via amazing transitions. A real submission expert known for rear naked choke, triangle choke, guillotine choke, and especially anaconda choke. Looking back at his UFC records, alright, he has one knockout over Andy Ogle, but looking back at the other results, don't forget his rear naked choke against Massimo Fullen and anaconda choke against Chris Fishgold. He lost to Arnold Allen and he was finished by Shane Burgos, but looking back at his other record before the UFC, the majority of his wins came via fantastic leg locks and via fantastic submissions, arm submissions, chokes. So Makwan is a real submission expert and known for very good cardio. Now looking back at Danny Henry, also Danny Henry is a tough Scottish mixed martial artist, the former EFC Worldwide Featherweight champ, and the guy known for, let's say, good cardio too, but he's more like of a finisher, he's a very well-rounded fighter, very well-rounded fighter out of Edinburgh, Scotland, riding on a score of 12-3, with one Fight of the Night award against Daniel Taymur, whom he outworked via unanimous decision. Then he defeated Hakeem Dawodu via guillotine choke, but lost to Dan Ige via rear naked choke. Looking back at Makwan's record, he only lost once via submission at the beginning of his career to Viktor Tomasevic. It was a triangle choke loss, but it happened only at the beginning of his career. Makwan worked a lot on his submissions since then and turned into a real submission expert. Danny Henry cannot submit Makwan, that's for sure, but Danny Henry has slightly, I don't want to say slightly, he has better striking. He has better kicks, he has better punches. That's true. Makwan has very fair punches, but Danny Henry has better punches, better skills in the stand-up. When it comes to wrestling, grappling, submission game, that's Makwan's area of interest, Whenever he took somebody down, he outworked him. When it comes to stamina, both fighters are very good, very powerful. And this is going to be a tough match for both fighters, Physically, it's going to be a very tough match because both of these guys are known for very good cardio. And Danny Henry on the other side, maybe he has few submission wins, alright. He has 5 submission wins, 5 knockout wins, but Makwan's submissions are better and Makwan's ground game is better. So if you ask me, well, I'd give slight advantage to Makwan Amirkhani, but let's see which way is this going to go because Makwan had a score of 2-2, in the last 4 fights, and he has to bounce back. On the other side, Danny Henry, he'll try to bounce back of Danny Ige loss, and if the fight remains standing, that's going to be victory for Danny Henry. Otherwise, it's going to be for Makwan Amirkhani, but I believe Makwan is going to take him down and finish the fight via submission. That's what I believe is going to happen.